we're ready.
For your Facebook stuff. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It all works. We're ripping, roaring, ready to go. Can this go any higher?
Give Tyler a countdown. All you have to say is.
Okay, perfect. Hi, Tyler. All right, Tyler, let's go ahead and get things rolling here. I'll give you a countdown. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, good afternoon. Already a busy afternoon here in western South Dakota. We have a tornado warning in effect. We have a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag to it. We're going to be breaking this down as long as need be through the afternoon here. We're going to be taking a quick look at some of the parameters, the locations that are affected. Let's get right to it here. I'd like to just make sure that we are all up to date on our platforms. And we are. So we had a confirmed tornado touchdown close to Highway 212 in northeastern Butte County. Right now what this tornado doing is it is kind of jumping locations. It'll touch the ground, come up and touch the ground again. Let's go ahead and zoom into that location, the offending supercell here. This is very close to Hoover, South Dakota. So rotation's getting a little bit messy here. You've got another supercell that's forming up underneath it, but this is heading north-northwest. So anywhere close to Hoover, need to be taking action to protect life and property. There you go. That's South Dakota 79 north of Hoover. So the good news, tornado warning now does not include Hoover, South Dakota. That is to the south of this tornado warning. But if you are anywhere north along South Dakota 79, you are in the path of this rotation. And the tornado at this point again is bouncing. It's kind of jumping up and down. It'll touch the ground for maybe 20-30 seconds, lift, and then come back down in a slightly different location. So that kind of makes this a little bit more of a dangerous situation, because those that are waiting to see the tornado, it may jump right on top if you're in this tornado warning. So you need to take this seriously, take action to protect life and property. If we're looking at eastern Butte County, let's go ahead and actually put a marker on this. What I'd like to do is look at the velocity signatures here. Here's our area of concern. This is a rotation that's getting a little bit muddy at this point. It's not very clear at this point, which is good news. The storm may be cycling, which means it could come back, but there is some disorganization here at this point. And as this continues to move to the north-northwest, there's still good ingredients to keep these supercells going, so we need to be vigilant in places like eastern Harding County. So let's kind of zoom out here and see that Harding County. By the way, places like Sturgis, Spearfish, Rapid City, anywhere south of this, not affected by this. This is moving north. This is moving towards Harding County, towards the North Dakota border. So we're clear of this. This is a storm that's moving, again, to the north-northwest. Let's put a marker on this and get some locations in here. So right now the storm is moving at about 30 miles per hour. So if it continues its current trajectory, this is your rotation right here, crossing South Dakota 79. If this storm holds together, it's going to be moving up through the Buffalo area, areas north of Reading along Highway 85, about 2:48 p.m. So it's not going to exactly be 2:48. The storm's going to slow up, speed up, slow down, speed up, and we need to say somewhere in a rough estimate. So anywhere between about 2:30 and 3 o'clock. Buffalo, you need to be on alert. Ludlow, about 3:15. So anywhere between 3 o'clock and 3:30. You need to be watching for this storm system. Even if it looks like it's weakening, it could quickly re-strengthen. Feel that moisture in the air? Plenty of ingredients here for any of these storms to pop off in the severe thunderstorm watch. I wanted to point out a second storm. This is not our only storm of concern. We have one that is also in eastern, far eastern Meade County. Now this one, right now, only has a severe thunderstorm warning on it. And right now it's crossing the Cheyenne River. But look at that, you can actually see it. Look at this. Look at that rotation there. Don't even need the velocity, but let's pull it up anyway. There you go, we got a little bit of something there. So, Dredger, anywhere north of the Cheyenne River, particularly as you head up into Dakota, Marcus, Red Scaffold, as these areas north of this rotation. If this severe thunderstorm warning were to continue, the areas affected right now, there's that warning, and right now, Howes, South Dakota, you're in the middle of this warning. So if this would eventually have a tornado warning, this is our area of concern down here. Again, you can see the hook there. Just move up to the north-northwest. So Howes, South Dakota, you got about 10 to 15 minutes before this rotation is on top of you. Right now, there is no tornado warning, no radar indication that it's present at this time, but I would make, at the very least, light preparations, figure out where's a place that I can seek shelter, me and my family. Maybe you have friends over. Find a place of shelter. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. A trailer, a mobile home, a manufactured home, not a safe place to be during a tornado. So if you are out of this warning area, if you got 20 to 30 minutes before this is coming to your location, knock on a neighbor's door, go to a friend's house, say, hey, you have a solid structure, we don't, can we possibly hang out here until this passes? That is the best thing you can do at this point. If you're already in the warning, staying in place is the right thing to do. You don't want to get in your car. Car is not a safe place to be during a tornado warning. So if this were to continue off to the north-northeast, and by the way, it's not just the tornado. We have hail reports coming out of this. We got a 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail with this thunderstorm as it continues to push to the north-northwest. Let's zoom out a little bit and look at some other locations here. So Faith, you are in the eventual path of this storm if it were to continue. And right now it is moving at 40 miles per hour. So what I have to do is my little tool here that shows the path of the storm, I have to change the parameters and let it know that I need it to be around 40 miles per hour. Go here, 40, down here, and let's go ahead and put a marker on this. We're going to send this north. All right. So here's some locations with this particular thunderstorm, not tornado warned, but it has a tornado possible tag from the National Weather Service. They're obviously going to be being cautious with these storms now that one has actually dropped a tornado. So Bridger, you're looking at about 2 o'clock, 2:43 for Faith. So Faith, anywhere between about 2:30 and 3 o'clock, be on alert. Ada, looking at 3:21. Bison, 3:40. That's up in Perkins County. And if it continues, Lemon, 4:20. So anywhere between 4 and 4:30 for Lemon. If these storms speed up or slow down, you got to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room with that time. It won't be these exact times, but it'll be fairly close if this storm were to hold together. Just noticing that tornado warning is still holding in the far, far northeastern portion of Butte County. No tornado warnings right now for eastern Hardin County. National Weather Service likely investigating the storm and its rotation potential as it continues to push north. Right now it's a little bit disorganized. We saw that velocity not holding together very well, and that's good news. We want that to fall apart. You notice these storms don't have very large hail right now. The winds are there. You have some lightning, but these aren't big supercells. So what we're looking at is very, very rich environment of upper level winds. So even a small thunderstorm with small hail can produce the rotation necessary for these tornadoes. It's a big, big day across the Great Plains. We just have some of the smaller ingredients. The areas towards Kansas and Oklahoma could have a historic day. So this storm system, its personality is spreading out across the Great Plains here. And so we need to be vigilant through about 7 p.m. this evening. And that's what the National Weather Service put together earlier today. Everywhere you see in the pink, everywhere in the pink, that's a severe thunderstorm warning or severe thunderstorm watch all the way out towards central South Dakota, Pierre, Mobridge, Rapid City, Pennington County. You are not included in this severe thunderstorm watch. Lawrence County, you are not included in the severe thunderstorm watch. See that pink? That's a winter storm warning. We got a lot going on here. So we're going to continue to watch these thunderstorms as they pop up through 7 p.m. So if you're in Bennett County, Jackson County, Todd, Tripp County, looking up through Hawken County, Ziebach County, so Phillip, Martin, Kadoka, Belvedere, Faith, Dupree, Red Owl, Meade County, Sturgis, technically you are in this severe thunderstorm watch box, but a lot of the action so far is pushed to the north. But you feel that heat and moisture out there. So we're not quite done yet. We're going to have to pay attention to this through the afternoon. Hardin County, here I'll go ahead and get rid of this box here so that we can see this a little bit more clearly. Butte County, Hardin County, Carter County, Montana. Carter County, you had a severe thunderstorm warning about an hour ago, and that's for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. That has since expired. It's going into less favorable territory. And not to mention, we have all these wind advisories, high wind warnings, high wind watches over the next couple of days. But what we're focusing on right now is the immediate threat over the next couple of hours for these thunderstorms. So that is still just a tornado possible tag at this point. But again, that severe thunderstorm watch goes until 7 p.m. There you go. And you got all the counties listed here. And if you want to see this without having maybe you don't have access to a TV the entire time, News Center 1 weather app has all of this. You just click on it. It'll tell you all the details you need. It'll pull it. And if you have a tornado warning, by the way, I set it so that there's a tornado warning anywhere in the area, you'll be let know about that, or it will let you know about that, because it's important. It's important to know this as we go forward here. So Monday, 7 o'clock, severe thunderstorm watch is going to continue for western South Dakota. Looking at Buffalo, Ekalaka included in that. Again, Spearfish not included in that severe thunderstorm watch. Let's go ahead and check out our rotation and some of our other metrics here. Make sure that we are staying on top of that. By the way, see all the snow out there? This is a powerful system. There's cold air behind this, so we'll likely see some snow for the higher elevations of the Black Hills as we get into tomorrow. All right, go ahead and lock this in place so we're not rolling all over the studio here. So double checking on this storm, still just to the east of Hoover. And we'll check out the velocity again here. There you go. Okay, so that's actually a really, really nice signature, because I can show you, if I can just slow it down a little bit. There we go. So I can show you in real time this rotation as it came through. So watch as this crossed over right there. Right there. You see that little flare up of red? It crossed Highway 212, came up right about there. There it is. And it looks like it has weakened significantly as it's headed toward northeastern Butte County. So that's good news for Hardin County. Maybe just a good thunderstorm rolling through, but we have to, again, be vigilant. We could see more of these tornado warnings today as we're moving forward. We'll check again this thunderstorm off towards the east. What I'd also like to do is pull up the live and see if there's any questions that people have regarding this. See if we can answer those in good fashion. Okay. So far, yeah, if you have questions, go ahead and ask them. I'll do my best to answer them live, but obviously we got a lot going on here on the screen, so I'll kind of dip back and forth and see if there's anything that I can answer in good time with this. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Again, if you're in Rapid City, you're in Box Elder, you're in Hot Springs, these are storms that are way to the north of you. You are not in severe thunderstorm watch. Rapid City, Hill City, Mount Rushmore, Spearfish, Lead, Deadwood, all these places are not under a severe thunderstorm watch. These storms are pushing north and out of the area. Here's Wall. It's clear right now. Rapid City is clear as well. Spearfish. That's not to say we couldn't have a few thunderstorms pop up later this afternoon. But right now, most of the heavier ingredients, the more volatile ingredients, are along this front here. It's pushing off towards the north. We call it the warm sector. It's where thunderstorms are free to explode with its intensity. It's able to access the dew points. It's able to get good updrafts going. And so this is the area of concern. Now, right now, this is the front. You can actually see it on radar, this front as it pushes forward. It's trying to fire off some storms right now in Bennett and Jackson County. It's having some problems, but this storm is still going as it's continuing to move just now north of the Cheyenne River. This is the storm that's responsible for that tornado earlier, and there was a confirmed tornado touchdown with that storm as we were looking at it about an hour ago. It crossed Highway 212, may have actually jumped over the highway. We had a storm chaser out there. Can't show the video. We're not here to steal any content or anything like that. But there was video out there that we're looking to see if we can access and show you guys. But at this point right now, there's some chasers that are watching this very, very carefully. And all the chasers right now are down in Kansas and Oklahoma because that's where the tornadoes are supposed to be. But South Dakota took the first one for today. The first tornado occurred up all the way here in western South Dakota, and we could see a few more as we go into this afternoon. Let's take a little bit of a closer look here at the SBC marking here. So notice Faith, areas of central South Dakota is in that slight risk for severe weather. That goes all the way down. Here, I'll move this just a little bit further so I'm not standing in the way. There you go. So it goes all the way down to Yankton, slight risk pushing all the way up until Faith Pier. This is going to clip areas of Ziebach and Hawken County. And as you continue towards places like Chamberlain and Mitchell. The tornado warning occurred where? In the green zone. So we got to be careful of all these thunderstorms. Anywhere you are in the watch box, you need to be vigilant for today. That stretches all the way down into the south. This is a powerful storm system. Look at this. The last time a high risk has been issued, 2019. It's been a long time since we've seen a high risk issued in the Great Plains. And this is all for a tornado threat. Big, big, big tornadoes are possible today. Anywhere between EF3, EF4 tornadoes are going to be in play for today. Big, big deal down there. But we're just getting the scraps of this up in western South Dakota, but it's enough. We've gotten the moisture, we've gotten the dew points, and we've gotten the temperatures, just enough temperatures, not really all that warm, but we have the moisture. And whenever you get moisture up here in May, and with slightly warmer temperatures, this is the result. You get days like today. All right, let's go ahead and check in again on rotation potential of some of these thunderstorms. Right now, they do look like they are cycling at this point. Mark, is our cut-in coming up by any chance? Couple minutes, okay. So we're going to actually be doing a live TV cut-in kind of in the middle of all this for our viewers and making sure that they get the information as well. And then we'll come right back to this. I believe everyone on the stream is going to see the cut-in as well. Okay. It's not going anywhere. Okay, good news. The tornado warning has expired. So we just talked about that rotation really diminishing as it moved through northeastern Butte County. It is now diminished, no longer a threat as of right now, not even a severe thunderstorm warning on this. So it looks like the storm has fallen apart. It's pretty disorganized. You got several different showers kind of spreading out here. It's not tightened up like it was before. So that's good news. We're going to be looking at pretty good conditions as of right now for eastern Hardin County. They can breathe a sigh of relief for now. If you're in the Slim Buttes, you're in Buffalo, keep watching this though. This is going to be something we're talking about for a little bit here. Now this storm has actually, it looks like it has ramped up a little bit more organized. You can see the difference between these two storms here. You got this one that's kind of a blobby mess. It's disorganized. You come over here and this has a lot more organization to it. A little bit of a couplet there. Nice updraft. Singled out, it's isolated, it's able to feed on all the moisture. It's got no competition here. So as it moves it looks like it's going to move just to the east of Howells here, continuing to move north towards Highway 212 and Faith. So let's take a look at our velocity signature here and see if there's any updates to that. Now, as of right now, have a little bit going on, maybe a little bit, but so far rotation is looking minimal, and that's good news. National Weather Service is going to continue to put that tornado possible tag on it because it does look like it's getting just a little bit organized, and cycling is something that happens with storms, and sometimes it looks like it's weakening and then it refreshes itself and it comes back stronger, then it cycles down again and it comes back up. So this may be going through a little bit of a cycle here. Bridger right now is right underneath there's likely a little bit of a lowering, maybe even a wall cloud, about 1 minute, okay. little bit of a lowering, a little wall cloud heading up to the northwest here up towards Faith. Again, we got storm chasers out here that are watching this carefully as well. And we're checking on those updates. And we're looking at about maybe 30, 45 seconds before the cut-in comes through. So I'm going to set up for that so that our viewers, our TV viewers, can also get some good information. We have about 30 seconds for that, or about 1 minute? Okay. How long is that cut-in? 1:15. Okay, thank you. Looks like you got a pretty nice cell starting to develop here in northwestern Butte County on the Carter County and Butte County border here. Any of these isolated thunderstorms, if you see an isolated storm like this on a day like today, you're watching it. It's not doing anything right now, but you're keeping an eye on it. All right, so we're looking at about 30 seconds here. We'll get this cut-in going. Getting a few thunderstorms trying to get going just near Belvedere here, but right now not much to write home about with those. Our two mains, looking at about 3 storms here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the cut-in. If you guys will bear with us, you guys can see a live cut-in in action. What's the time? Good afternoon. We've had some severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings, actually a confirmed tornado that crossed near Highway 212. The good news, that tornado warning has expired for northeastern Butte County. Right now it's a disorganized mess of thunderstorms. We'd like to keep it that way, but we're going to have to be vigilant over the next couple of hours here. Severe thunderstorm watch continues. We're watching these isolated storms, even though there's no warnings on them. On a day like today, we're going to watch them. We do have one severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag. This is going to be just south of Faith and is moving to the northwest here, passing just to the east of Howes, South Dakota. We'll go ahead and put a marker on this for you so you can get a better kind of indicator of where we expect this to be moving. So places like Faith, about somewhere between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. Chance, 3:30. Bison, looking at about 3:30 and 3:45. You're going to watch this storm come through. Right now it's just got a tornado possible tag, watching some weak rotation, and we're going to be watching these storms till about 7 o'clock this evening. That's when the severe thunderstorm watch is expected to expire. Stay with us with News Center 1. We'll keep you guys updated if there's any new developments. Clear. All right. Thank you everyone for being patient. We just did our TV cut-in. Now we can come back to looking at these storms a little bit closer. Right now we just have the one severe thunderstorm warning, and it tempts me to maybe think we can wrap this up, at least for now. As soon as I do that, Murphy's Law, another one will pop up here. But so far we just have the one storm. I'd really like them to take off this tornado possible tag on it before we end this stream. And Tyler, I'll let you know if we are close to kind of snuffing this out. But as of right now, kind of want to watch this because it does look like it's developing a little bit. This one does look like in northeastern Hardin County, it looks like it may be getting its act together a little bit more. These cells, not quite as disorganized, looks like they are trying to come together just a little bit here. I'll see if there's any questions from the stream. We'll do it like that. Let's see. Chance of the next round coming to Wyoming later. Snow without hair. Yes. Let's see where we're going. Okay, good. All right, so a lot of the questions are kind of bouncing around. We have people in Rapid City wondering, is Rapid going to see anything? We could still see some thunderstorms this afternoon. I'm not counting it out for Rapid City, Sturgis, and some areas of the Black Hills. But the upper level ingredients won't necessarily be there for tornadic development or very large hail. The severe thunderstorm watch, we'll get a little bit more of a lot going on here. Let's do this. So, severe thunderstorm watch, that does not include Rapid City. This is going to be a lot of information on here. Let's actually take out some of these. We can take out some of these right now, huh? Okay, here we go. So here's our severe thunderstorm watch. This is all going to be areas north of Rapid City, north of Lawrence County, and east of Pennington County. So Pennington County, not in this severe thunderstorm watch right now. This is going to go all the way up to about Carter County, Montana. These storms are going to lift through this region and spread out to the east, so spreading north and east of the Black Hills, leaving most of the hills here out of the action. Now, we've had some pretty good thunder showers with heavy downpours earlier this morning in places like northeastern Wyoming, all the way up through Sheridan County and up into Montana, but none of those were producing tornadic development. Now that it's moved into this rich area of ingredients, it's starting to come together a little bit more, and we could see more this afternoon, so we just have to be vigilant through about 7 p.m. Again, Kadoka, you are under the severe thunderstorm watch. Wall, you are not. New Underwood, you are not. Rapid City, Box Elder, Hill City, you are not under the severe thunderstorm watch. Sturgis, you are in the severe thunderstorm watch, but by a hair. Just by a hair, right down there, rest of Meade County. Mostly, I think this is going to be mostly for northern Meade County, that severe thunderstorm watch box. I think Perkins County, Hardin County, Faith, Ziebach County, Hawken County. Those are the areas that I'm going to be focusing on over the next 2 hours for any more rapid development of these thunderstorms. And right now, they do look like they're at least well-mannered at this point. They're behaving a little bit more, but we just can't sleep on them right now. There we go. Yeah, seeing a little bit more organization there. So storms like this, notice, you see it comes up and the shear is pushing the downdraft away from the updraft. So that in normal thunderstorms, you can get an updraft that falls right on top of or a downdraft that falls on top of the updraft. It can kill the thunderstorm, rain coming down, smashing the heat that's trying to come up. But if you have shear, you can blow that away, and the downdraft is down here, and the updraft is here. It's got clear access to all that heat and moisture to continue to build up through the thunderstorm. Got even a little bit. Every single one of these has just a little bit of rotational quality here, and it's just interesting to note on a day like today. And so far, it doesn't seem to have anything of merit, and that's the good news. And the one near Hoover also has really calmed down. The area of rotation has moved north just a little bit. And it's here, and notice the red is showing winds going away from the radar, and the green shows winds coming towards the radar. So right now, most of the winds showing going away from the radar. So if we were to see red and green come together, you got inbound winds and outbound winds close together. That's how we're able to detect rotation in these thunderstorms. And right now, nothing there. So that's good news. We're going to see if we can keep up that good news through the day. Okay, let's check this thunderstorm down near Howes. You see there's a little bit of something going there, just some weak rotation, but overall not very organized, and will likely, I think the National Weather Service may keep the tornado possible tag on this severe thunderstorm if it continues to show just some weak rotation. Yeah, because it's fairly organized. You can see it's got just a little bit there, but not enough to really be all that concerned at this point. Got a nice updraft pushing up into eastern Meade County, so you could get some quarter-size hail out of that at this point. Howes, South Dakota is technically in that severe thunderstorm warning, but you're likely seeing this just off to your east and just off to your north. If you're up in Faith, you're watching this storm as it progresses to the north. Now that is a new cell that just popped up. Here's your front. Here's your area of problems. Right here. All the storms are firing off this front. You can see them kind of popcorn along this line. And if the storms get too far north of this line, they seem to lose that energy. But if you get a storm that latches onto this boundary and goes with the boundary here, those are the ones you have to watch out for. These supercells that hang on to the boundary tend to produce the largest hail, tend to produce the most rotation and higher winds. So you want to keep an eye on those if they do latch on. But right now they're forming just to the north of that boundary. they're getting sheared off. The higher winds are actually a little bit too strong, and they're pulling these supercells and shearing them out away from that boundary. But if you get a large enough supercell that can hold its own, and if this boundary were to slow down as it progresses north, that could be a problem. So as this moves north, this is the problem area. This is the problem area. This will be continuing to push north. So northern Meade County, Perkins County, right now it looks like it's snaking its way across Butte County, Hardin County, Perkins County, northern Meade County. You are the focus right now for more development in the next hour or two. Stay alert, have a way to receive warnings. News Center 1 weather app is a great way to do that. And if there's anything serious enough, we will obviously break in as we have this afternoon. We'll continue to do lives like this, but right now, there it is. That severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire. Tyler, that looks like that's just about the end of that. We can go ahead and close the stream for now, and we'll come back if there's something that needs to be talked about right now. We're still watching these thunderstorms, so if there's any updates, we'll be sure to let you know. We appreciate you tuning in with News Center 1. We understand how important this is to you all, and it's important to us.